Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be decorating the outside with flowers and plants. In other words, we're gardening. The weather is getting so much better. The sun is shining a lot. I've already spotted some buds popping on plants. So yeah, summer is coming real fast. And I personally love sitting outside in my garden, eating breakfast, lunch, or just looking out into the garden. And I do have to say the previous owners have done a really good job, fantastic job actually, with the garden. But I do want to make some changes because I do want to make it feel a little bit more of my own. And I have noticed this bare patch of ground next to the patio, and I want to fill it up with very colorful plants and flowers. That little strip or patch is next to the patio or the terrace where we're gonna sit when we're having friends and family over, and my goal is to make it a very colorful yet peaceful and just cozy corner. We're also going to take out our garden furniture out of the garage. We're going to put it onto the patio so we can watch our garden just come to life. Now you may have seen that the garden set is already on the terrace. That's because my parents-in-law were coming over to help us, and I wanted to get everything out of the shed. I wanted to arrange everything, make a plan of what plant or flower was gonna go where. And I didn't have any time left to film this intro, so that's why you can already see the garden set on the patio. Nevertheless, we're gonna act like I'm doing this today, so we're gonna take out gonna start with taking out all of the flowers and plants that we've bought when we went to the garden center. And I'm going to place them on the little strip, like I said, to map out what is gonna go where. So. Welcome to the garden. Here's a little overview of what's going in the ground. We've got lupin, echinacea, rudbeckia or black-eyed Susan. We got scabiosa or pincushion flowers. We got delphinium, otherwise called larkspur. We've got dahlias, and we have some violets. I'm going for a color palette of various shades of purple, with pops of yellow, a little bit of orange, and a single bold pink. The first step was to clear this space. There was this big mystery plant taking up prime real estate. No clue what it was, but it had to go. And it did not want to leave, but we got it done. Then I'm mapping out what I want to put where. I'm going for what I want to call a garden mullet. So everything short and sweet in the front and some drama in the back. I want it slightly layered, slightly chaotic, not too polished. Before planting, we mixed in a soil improver with the soil that was already there. We pulled out some of those sneaky weeds. They could have been like plants or flowers, but I didn't want them there, so we got rid of them. Then giving it all a light rake to even things out. And then it was repositioning time again. Yes, I know I already mapped this out, and yes, I'm doing it again. It takes time, especially like trying to keep in mind like the bloom times, the height, the best color combos, and I wanted to be able to plant them immediately after preparing the soil. And I also placed the partial shade lovers mostly on the right side, since that has shade like all morning till mid-afternoon. And now the planting begins. I started small with the violets, which was a good warm-up because there were a lot of them. I will list the full names and types of all the plants I used in the description box below, by the way.
I just wanna go out.
Then I moved on to some of the bigger plants.
You know, I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you.
I absolutely love these Rudbeckia Goldsturm. I first saw them blooming along the side of the road while I was driving home from work last year, and I actually stopped the car to film them. It was love at first sight. I remember thinking one day I have to plant these in my future garden, and then not long after we found this house, and now less than a year later I'm planting them right here in my own garden, and I don't know, it's kind of amazing.
You can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
Then I got started on the dahlias. They were actually super easy to plant. They came as a bulb in a bag. You just dig a roomy hole, you plop in the bulb, stem up, you cover it up, press down the soil a little bit, and you're done. I'm especially curious about these Bishop of Leicester dahlias. They're supposed to have like gorgeous dark foliage. Ooh. Cue the tiny rainstorm.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Could be 20 minutes or an hour or two.
We are done with the little patch. God, my back is feeling it, but every time I like peep outside, I think, oh my God, it looks amazing already, even though it's still a lot of just dirt and violets. But I can already see or envision it, and I'm thinking, I did a good job. It's not quite done yet. Still waiting on the allium that should be in this week or next week. So I need to go back to the garden center to pick that up. I do want to add 1 or 2 rose bushes or rose plants, not bushes, just small little rose plants. I actually want to add one more other thing. I don't know if I'm going to do this year or maybe next year, because I've already planted something in the spot that I want to put it. But actually in the top left corner, I want to put a wisteria plant. The wisteria plant climbs, and you can actually like drape it or make it attach or grow onto your walls. So I want to make it go up like the wooden plates, and then make it go around the patio. So a little bit lower than the gutters. Apparently you do need to add some hooks to your wall, and then the plant just climbs. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know if we would plant it now that we will have a nice little piece this summer. I don't think it will be that. It's also a way of decorating the area or the space without using paint, without painting a whole wall. And I may add some hanging baskets because I love the look of that. The only thing is when you water it, the water and sometimes dirt go onto your patio or fall onto your patio, and you always need to clean it up. I like the look, but I don't love the hassle, the upkeep. I don't like that. So maybe that's why I'm thinking the wisteria, you just need to get rid of the leaves from time to time. I do want to add some lights. I do want to hang them because that feels very cozy to me. Maybe something in the corner here, lounge set, a plant. I don't know. We still have so many things we can do with it. It doesn't all need to be done in one day. We have our whole lives, hopefully, to play with it and think about what we want to do there. We can test it out this summer, and then we can think about what we want to change next summer. The alliums arrived, so I picked them up and got straight to work. I love how lush their leaves look at first. I'm saying at first because sadly they do turn yellow. A tip I got, but I still need to do myself, is to apparently plant something bushy next to them to hide like the fading leaves. I also moved the lupin from the top left to the bottom right, freeing up that spot for like future wisteria dreams. A couple of days after planting, the allium leaves perked right up, but yes, already starting to yellow. Then a few days later, I popped into another garden center called Van Buynder, which is in Temse. I was looking for sweet peas. Unfortunately, I had no luck on the plants, but I did find some seeds. More on that at the end of the video. And of course I couldn't control myself, and I left with some extra plants as well. Still no rose bushes though. I spotted these stunning red dahlias, perfect for the planters in front of the shed, or so I thought. More on that in a next gardening video. So I got 2 for each pot, and luckily my math was spot on. I ditched the shovel pretty fast because, in Monica's words, it was only slowing me down. Doesn't it look cute already? I always want to go like boop boop, because they look like pom-poms. Love it. As for the extra additions, I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably butcher the plant names, but first one is Digitalis purpurea, I have no idea, otherwise called foxglove. Then Calamaris incisa, or Japanese aster, and then I got some phlox, some creeping phlox in Purple Beauty. I got 3 of each plant.
So mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you.
We had to say goodbye to one echinacea in the tomato soup color. It didn't make it, but it freed up some space to group the creeping phlox nicely.
Free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever.
Another tip I got is if your plant doesn't want to leave the pot, give the sides a squeeze, and also check the bottom because roots might be coming through the bottom, clinging together or holding on. A little wiggle usually does the trick.
And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud. We won't need nothing else for the rest of our time, and I know it so well. I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
I'm really happy with this little project. I want to do one more project this year that I'm certain of doing this year. I'm hoping when I go to the garden center that they will have it there, and it's actually called I forgot the name again, god damn it. A wall of sweet peas. So sweet peas, you can manipulate them as well to climb apparently, and there's this area next to our garden shed that I think would be perfect to do a wall of sweet peas with. Apparently the flower also smells really nice, and it's actually going to be something that I can really enjoy when I'm sitting inside the house. So here, this is my spot. I love sitting here, watching TV or editing or whatnot, and I love looking outside, and the sweet pea wall is going to be in like the main focal point of the garden when I'm looking outside. So yeah, I'm thinking of filming that and then showing you the process, maybe showing you like how it evolves. That will probably be a video more close to summer because I don't want to do 2 gardening videos back to back. But if you liked this video, then please let me know. And if you're interested into seeing the sweet pea wall video as well, in that video I could give you an update of the little patch back here, and that way you can see like a proper before and after of the little patch and the sweet pea wall. It was really fun to do this video. I hope you liked it too. If you did, give it a like, and if you want to see some future videos, then please subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye. That's it for today. Everything is planted, rearranged, looking lush. I can't wait to see how it all grows. Stay tuned for more garden updates. Chaos.